What's going on, guys? My name is Emmett Enyart, and today I'm super excited because we are launching my new business, Cat Trax. Cat Trax is a business that is predicated on producing high quality, elite hunting gear for mobile hunters. And so for the first product that we're releasing is going to be the Commando, which happens to be the lightest climbing stick that the hunting industry has seen to date. And for the Commando, we've got two different models, 14-inch model and a 17-inch model. So two different lengths. The 14-inch length comes in at about 0.87 pounds, where the 17-inch length comes in at about 0.91 pounds. So they're both extremely light. There's nothing lighter than this on the market right now. And so not only are these climbing sticks really light, but they're so much more streamlined than what you would find with like a double step model that's out there. Because with this cantilever step design, you've got steps that rotate, right? And then you also have standoffs that can rotate 360 degrees. So why that's beneficial is because when you get to a stand, you can deploy your standoffs and your steps. You have it ready to go, you can get it up against a tree. But then when you're not using it, you turn them back, you turn the standoffs and the steps so they are flush with the stick, and now it has a very small x-axis footprint. And so with that, it allows these sticks to sit flush to one another. They basically sit right there on top of each other, and so it takes up like no volume relative to what you see with some of the other sticks that are out there on the market. So another thing I'm very proud to say about these climbing sticks is that they're made in the USA. The components are made in the USA, and then we assemble them here in small town Iowa with a population less than 100. That's where we're making these bad boys, and we put a lot of care, a lot of pride, and a lot of quality into each one of these units that we make. They've been through 2 years of testing, in the field testing. I do a lot of redneck testing myself, but that's not the only type of testing we do. We do third-party testing as well, so they meet industry standards. And they've got a weight rating of 275 pounds. So they are extremely light, they're extremely strong, and how we achieve that is we've got some awesome features to this stick. So for example, when you look at this tubing, it is a custom composite layup. It's not just a regular carbon fiber tube. This tube utilizes a custom layup that maximizes strength and minimizes weight for the forces that will be exerted on it in the field. So it was specifically designed to be used for a climbing stick. So because the frame is carbon fiber, it minimizes the potential for metal on metal contact, but when carbon fiber hits together, it's really not that loud. It's not the ding noise that you get with metal. And then also, when it's really cold out, and you don't want to wear gloves on your way in because you don't want your hands to get sweaty, well, it's nice to be touching a carbon fiber frame, because carbon fiber is not near as cold to touch as what aluminum is. We also have standoffs that not only rotate 360 degrees, but they are able to still keep you at a great distance away from the tree, so you have plenty of toe room as you're ascending up the tree. So moving on to the steps, we didn't make any sacrifices there. They rotate 180 degrees, they go both sides. They also have a specifically designed grading that maximizes your traction in all environments. And then the button is not much different than what a lot of the climbing sticks that are out in the market now use, and it accommodates most modern strap attachments. So the bolts that we utilize for the steps are grade 8 steel bolts, and we provide extra length bolts so that you can utilize a cableator on the bottom step. If you're the type that likes to use cableators, you can attach a cableator and it still maintains that bolt integrity there. All right, so one of the things I really want to drive home, one of the big benefits of these sticks is how compact they are. In recent years, it seems like double steps have been the big thing, but I never felt like the need to go to double steps because single steps always kind of accommodated to what I need. I always felt secure hanging a platform. So the thing that like outweighs it for me and why I've always liked single steps more than double steps is because of how much more compact they are. So with the single step, right, like we talked about, it rotates so you can have it all parallel in one plane here when it's not in use. Here's an example of a double step. So with this double step, you'll see, this is very similar to all the rest of them. It's fixed in place, so you can't do anything with the steps. They take up so much volume right here. You know, you've got probably 8 inches on the width. You know, each step's got 4 inches on the depth. Now they got overlap stacking, but you look at that right there, you've got probably 10 to 12 inches of depth right there, and then you get the length of the stick. So now when you go to put that on a platform, you'll put that on the platform, and then your sticks are already taking up that much space. And then you got to put a backpack, camera arm, whatever else you need, you've got to put around these. Here you can see how much more compact the single steps are. So look at that. Bam. That's where you're really getting your money's worth with a single step. You can see how the width takes up half, the depth takes up half. This setup that I'm holding right here in my right hand is about half the weight of this setup in my left hand. This is like a setup similar to what I would have used this past year. I got my backpack on the back. I've got 2 sticks that are secured to the platform there with Titan straps. And basically, because those sticks can be so close to the platform, it allows my backpack to stay close to the platform, which minimizes the amount of torque and weight that my body is feeling, not just because I have lighter sticks, but also because all my gear is closer to my back. So when I'm going in the morning, it's a lot easier, it's a lot less energy that I'm wasting, and it makes it for a much more easy, less frustrating hang and hunt. But with a double step, it becomes a lot more difficult because you've got 4 steps here. You've got to get them on that platform, and you've also got to secure your backpack. Okay, so right here is like kind of like what a stick would look like as I'm getting up to my tree. So I'll just rotate the step. I'll get the aider rotated down like that, and then like any other step, you know, you're going to release your strap. So right here you have it. This is what it would look like as I'm going up against a tree. I've got my standoffs deployed. You know, all it would be is just taking them off, rotating this one, going up against the tree here. This is just the strap attachment I used this year, but there's we offered the option to buy a buckle strap with it. But obviously, if you're interested in going lightweight, there's some lighter options out there. So right here, I just go around here and cinch it down. Move the cable later. Up and up. Now, whenever you're using these, you need to make sure you're utilizing all the safety equipment. But because we're doing this in a garage on a short pole, that's why we're not using harness, lineman's belt, or anything like that. But whenever you use these, you absolutely do need to make sure that is what you're utilizing. This is just for demonstration purposes. So there you have it. 4 sticks stacked under 5 inches in width, 5 inches in depth, and they weigh less than 4 pounds. It's extremely streamlined, lightweight climbing stick for those who are looking to get as far back as they can and use the least amount of energy in doing so. If you're looking to get some, go to our website, cattraxgear.com. I'll also put the link in the description. We'll also be releasing some accessories that I'll also show off in some future videos, like aiders, clamps, quivers. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.